Alright guys, Fuller coming to you with another video. Hope all is well right now. Um, you know, in this month of Ramadan, despite life being busy, despite life being hectic, basically, um, I do my due diligence to try to, I want to say, get some information, basically. I do like research Islamic topics and stuff like that. And if you've been rocking with me for a long time, you'll understand that, when it comes to the Islam, my focus is usually on Africa, West Africa to be exact. However, I decided to branch out and I said, you know what? Khabib is built different. He's a Muslim. He's from a region that I really, have a liking for, well, at least I have a liking for the old Soviet Union. The only problem with the old Soviet Union is that you can't just have one person run that place. That's the problem. So that was the main issue. Now, what I want to say is that I decided to do research on, I don't know how I came up with this idea, but I read a book on a guy named Imam Shamil, Rahmatullah alayh. And the thing is, he was from, I guess you can say he was from that region, Chechen Dagestan region. He actually fought Russian imperialism for like 25 years. And when you read about him, you read about how these people were just built completely different. You look at them in the UFC right now, and these Chechen Dagestani people are just built different. But what I want to segue into, this is why I kind of want to segue into, is that if traditional Islam is practiced the way it's supposed to be practiced, then unfortunately what will happen is what they call toxic masculinity, what they call misogynistic behavior, which is just traditional male roles and natural order, would run rampant. And the order of the day would not like that. That's the whole problem. The order of the day would be very upset that, this is going on. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I was doing research about Chechnya and, about like traditionalism there and stuff like that, and traditionalists. And, for my next commentary, we're going to segue into that because, unfortunately, I found some video of a Malaysian woman who basically set herself up to get ether. But anyhow, that's beside the point. What I really want to say is that, the Chechens and the Dagestanis are majority Muslim. And the thing is that in the time of the Caliphate of Omar, Rahmatullah alayh, radiallahu anhu, in the time of Omar, that's when Islam reached that area. You know what I mean? You have some Sahabas buried there. But what I want to go into is, I've been I kind of cooled off on the whole Russian-Ukraine conflict, but I've been looking at some videos, and the thing is that the Chechens are doing most of the groundwork. They're mostly the frontline dudes on the ground, and they're putting a spanking on them Ukrainians. And the thing is about them Ukrainians is that I think they're called Azov or something like that, like Azov. The thing is, bro, they're neo-Nazis, okay? I'm just letting you know that right now. They're neo-Nazis. Okay, so what I'm getting at is when you see these Muslims, big beards, very big in stature, they're really taking it to them. You know what I mean? Saying the Allah Akbar, saying the La ilaha illallah, wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi ali azim. Disciplined men. It's just really smacking them Ukrainians. And then on top of that, you know, I mean, after, you know, unfortunately, war is going to devastate a place. But after devastating a place, you know, they still provide assistance for that place and the civilians for that place, following the adab of, you know, Islam. And the thing is about them too is they're focusing their attention on troops. It's not like, you know, unfortunately what happens is this Western media with this propaganda, it makes it out to show that, oh, you know, these Chechens and stuff like that, they're like raping, they're, you know, terrorizing civilians, and really their only aim is at the troops, the Ukrainian troops. You know what I mean? So it's a bunch of rubbish that excuse me. It's a bunch of rubbish that the United States presents a lot of propaganda. Now, one thing I want to add to this matter is that the president of Chechnya, I think his name is Kadyrov. These are very traditional people. These are people with age-old customs, okay? What they call adat. So he's not playing that homosexuality at all. He's not playing that, okay? He straight out shut an interviewer down, and the interviewer did not like that. He is not playing that because in that society, I'm gonna let you know, in that society, when their daughter is of age, they will try to get him married ASAP, okay? They will do what they can to get them married ASAP. It is a very still traditional society, and I can really appreciate that. And, you know, Africa, we need to, you know, keep our traditions, since in a lot of ways, their traditions, some of their traditions align our traditions. So we need to keep them and not fall for the sauce that the West is producing, because you see what's happening. You see what is happening with the sauce that the West is producing. It's a sauce that is spoiled and making people sick, including like guys who traditional African males like myself. You know what I mean? But with that being said, leave your thoughts and leave your comments. I just want to give a shout out to the Chechens and the Dagestanis. And this is just like a little Ramadan shout out to them for keeping tradition alive, for being frontline soldiers who, you know, and it's sad for me to say it, but, you know, inshallah, hopefully they've managed to tag a couple of United States Marines who volunteered to go to Russia and Ukraine as well, inshallah, you know. But anyhow, with that being said, leave your thoughts and leave your comments. I will still have to do further research into this region, and it's very interesting, and it has opened up a new curiosity in regards to me and my affair with the Soviet Union. Anyhow, for this, and although these are kind of autonomous regions who wanted autonomy and stuff like that, nonetheless, they're still part of that greater region, you know. But anyhow, before we signing out, leave your thoughts, leave your comments, and shout out.